Hey, what's happening, everybody? Hey, Coach Brian here, strength coach here with Criticalbench.com, and I'm standing next to two giants. These guys are towering over me. These are the MoveU guys. Hey, Mike and Andrew. And I am extremely short right now, but I'm on my tippy toes. Hey, it's all good. These guys are experts. It's all good.
I swear it's all good.
No shame, no shame. I'm gonna go crawl into the corner now. And so these guys, seriously, they're experts. They're from MoveU, and they're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of stuff, deadlifting, back pain, and how these two are closely related. Unfortunately, they are. So you take it over. I'm going to get off screen here because I'm going to be just getting in your way. So guys,
Sweet.
Have at it.
Thanks, Brian. Sweet. Appreciate it. All right, guys. So many of you like to deadlift, or many of you bend over during the day.
Oh, don't touch me with that thing.
We got to cut that out. I just touched butt cheek to butt cheek. Oh, man, I got a thumbs up. So many of you deadlift, or do you bend, or you're doing RDLs, anything like this, and maybe you have some back pain or some hip pain. Now, many of you, here's what you're doing. You're not aware of your body position, so when you're deadlifting, you're round at the bottom like this. It's rounding, and what that's causing, it's causing ooh, I got it right here.
Run.
Your spine, it functions best if it's maintained in a neutral position most of the time. And whenever you're rounding like this over and over, it can compress discs, cause disc herniations, degenerative disc disease. You've got problems from your quadratus lumborum that can occur. It puts you in a posture that is not attractive, not sexy at all. That was classy. He told me to stay classy. I'm like, we've never been called classy ever once, actually. Rounding. How about arching, Andrew? You're just thrusting too far forward at the top. So many of you guys as well, you're gonna have too much arch in your back. You're gonna arch, for some reason, you guys like to do this extension thing like this. Good. I'm not sure why you're doing that. What you think?
Gotta make sure you finish the lift, bro.
Okay. So today you're gonna learn to improve your position of your pelvis. You're gonna learn to brace your core and to set your shoulder blade into a better position. And whenever you learn to sync up those three together and apply those to a deadlift, you're gonna find that you're gonna lift more weight, improve your posture, and reduce your pain because you are now in a more balanced, aligned posiciones. Okay, that's Spanish for position. All right.
They call these the Brad Castleberry weights. Is that the joke that's going around nowadays?
Is it? Who's
yeah.
in it? Who's Brad?
They're nodding yes.
Yes.
I think they should speak sometimes.
You think so?
What do you?
All right. Let's help you improve first your pelvic tilt. So the pelvic tilt is so important because the first move in a deadlift is called a hip hinge. And what that is whenever your hips drive backwards first. And for those of you who are rounding, and if you want to know if you are rounding, have somebody record you from the side or watch yourself in a mirror. All right? So the first move is a hip hinge, but you can't hip hinge unless you know how to freaking rotate your hips backwards, at least in an anterior tilt, and then to find neutral. So, put your hands in your hips. Oh, also, you guys, I know you guys love to strengthen your glutes as well. And if your hips are flipped into anterior tilt like this, these glutes are not active. It is very difficult to activate them and to strengthen them while your hips in that position. So by strengthening your hips and positioning them in a neutral position, you are preparing your body. You're preparing your body to, you are positioning your hips in an ideal position for your glutes to fire. All right? Good. Hands on the hips. Just like this. And guys, stand up. Don't just sit there and drool on your phone and watch this. Stand up, okay? Hands on the hips. Keep your knees straight. Tap your feet. That'll get your weight back. Set your feet down. Great. Keep your upper body completely still. Keep your knees locked. Arch your back as much as you can. Tuck it as much as you can. Arch as much as you can. Tuck as much as you can. Watch yourself when you're doing this because you're screwing up. You're shoving your hips forward. You're humping the air. Your upper body's going crazy right now. Guys, I see you doing this. Look at you right now. Cut it out. Focus. Get your mind in the movements, all right? So now, more controlled, only focus on the hips. Maybe your motion's a little bit. It's just like a little tick, 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 tick. It's a little micro degree, okay?
Which means your hip hinge is probably gonna look like this.
That means that's about as far as you will go, and that's fine.
Before you do this.
We're gonna get there. So now that you found your pelvic neutral position, arch, tuck.
We haven't found it yet.
Arch as much as you can, and what you're gonna do is find the middle. Where is it? Middle. Where is it on you? This is an estimate, all right? What do you want? It's about 11, guys, 9 to 11 degrees.
Slight angle.
Slight angle like this. Women, you can get a little bit more, not that much more. A little bit more women.
This is excessive anterior tilt.
Yep.
This is excessive posterior tilt where the line is parallel with the ground or even going the opposite direction.
Okay. Secondly, now that your pelvis is in alignment, often, how many of you have injured your back at the bottom of a deadlift? It is one of the most common. It is, from what we've seen clinically, it is the #1 presentation. People go, I hurt my back deadlifting. The deadlift didn't hurt your back. Your body was out of position when you were deadlifting. If you don't think it was, you're wrong, it was. And it's been out of position for hundreds of repetitions before, thousands and tens of thousands. So the deadlift didn't hurt your back, okay? What it is, you've been out of position for so long, it accumulated over time, and then bam, it hurt you. The solution, you gotta fix your shit, man. All right.
Is your face cut out of it? They got concerned about that one.
Good. So, one possibility for the bottom of deadlift, let's say your hips, you are able to hip hinge. Now you get to the bottom of deadlift, Andrew. Now, it's likely you have a completely deactivated core at the bottom of your deadlift. Completely deactive. Look at that. Squishy. So now what occurs is instead of the weight of the deadlift being distributed around the musculature of your back equally, you turn the front half of the muscles off and now you throw it all into your spine. And then bam, you hurt yourself. Cause and effect. Right? Learn how to brace your core. Here's what we do. Guys, this is gonna be challenging for some of you guys because it's gonna throw your shoulders forward. Get your hands underneath these. We call these rib boobs. Get them underneath there. Feel them? Like this. Now, get your hands now on top of your ribs. And now, find the pelvic neutral. What are you doing? You're standing anterior tilt. Get your neutral position. You just learned that. You gotta learn to connect the dots, man. Neutral, then get your ribs. Now, compress your ribs. Pull your ribs downward. Pull them down. Am I missing some words, Andrew, that you like?
That's fine.
Yeah. Pull them down. Your fingers should
Lower
pop
your
out.
ribs.
Lower the ribs
Be
down.
gentle.
What you'll find that does, if you do it correctly, is it pops your fingers out. And now your upper abdominals, it doesn't matter how much fat you have on there, you still have muscles underneath there. It still should be firm. But what happened was, now you're like, well, no, my head's all forward. It actually revealed your true posture. Because the easiest way, the reason why you have a disconnected core is because your shoulders are around it and then you just disconnect your core to stand up straight. It revealed what has already been there, what you have been subconsciously hiding from everybody, including yourselves. So now that the ribs are down, you're like, okay, my pelvis is neutral, my ribs are lined, I'm rounded. All right, well, the shoulder blades, learning how to scoop your scapula, pulling it into the right position is going to help uplift your it's going to help lift your upper body back into alignment, creating this push-pull motion of you got pulling of the back of the blades here, stomach as well, and then some glutes as a result. So now this push-pull is a counter tension that holds you upright and keeps your body in a balanced, safe position. So let's go with the scoop. Guys, this is a magic move. And by the way, everything we're teaching you here, it takes some movers. Movers are people in our program. They're succeeding. It takes them months and months and months to get here. Okay? So we're trying to sum it up for you guys in 6 minutes. This is not overnight success. All right? The goal today is for you to realize, to learn if you are able to achieve these positions and if you are able to apply these to the deadlift. If you are able to achieve these positions and cannot apply them to deadlift, then you shouldn't be deadlifting right now, man, because you're out of position. You gotta fix your first and then apply that fixed movement to the deadlift. Got that? Good. All right, scoop. Start with your arms out to your side. You know what, just for simplicity, it's easier to have something to hold on to, like a doorway.
I don't want to touch you.
Get yourself in a doorway like this. Now what you're gonna do is, you can bring this leg up in the air as well. So you wanna lean across from this position. Now, this is all right, Brian, you might wanna zoom in on this one too, if possible. What you're doing here is you are scooping, you're rolling your shoulder blade into poor posture, extra round. Then you're scooping your blade down and around the ribs, okay? Scoop, it's a scoop. What that scoop is doing, it's setting your blade into a neutral position. Boom. Pull it down and scoop. You can kind of scoop with it shrugged up. Shrug it up, scoop it. You can kind of do it.
You can.
But now your lat muscle right here, you can, and your trap muscle, these pull the blade down, and then from there, the scoop is more effective. These muscles are relaxed. Now that scoop position, make sure you get the other side as well. Good. That scoop position is the position for you to set your blade in before you do a deadlift, before you do any exercise, ever, or any movement, okay? So now that you mastered those 3 movements that take years to master, you've now mastered those in 3 minutes because you have some sort of a, you have this magical power to do this. You're gonna now apply these to the deadlift, all right? So now, scapulas are scooped, just like that. Pelvis is in a neutral position. Boom, 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 arch, tuck, arch, neutral. Ribs are pulled down and braced. Great. Next step is this. Hip hinge all the way back. Hip hinge, stop right there. Find your pelvic neutral again from this position. Your pelvic neutral is good here, but you're gonna lose it going down. You already lost it, I'm seeing you. You're like, I got this, and you're like, duh, is this it? No, you lost it. So now once again, arch, tuck, arch, middle. Get your ribs, pull those down. Put your arms to your side, scoop your blade. Bam, you're now in an aligned position. This is a very safe, effective position to be in at the bottom of the deadlift. This position not only is going to keep your spine aligned, allow you to recruit the proper muscles for the job, but it's going to improve your posture, and the result of all of this is pain goes away because your body's balanced. So now from this position, make sure those blades are scooped in a position, that core is braced, that glute, and when you rise up with your glutes, okay, you rise up, boom, the movement ends when your body is in alignment. Here's alignment. The ear, the shoulder, the hip, the knee, these are all in alignment. If you take something too far forward, especially with weight like the hips, notice that your body, you've lost alignment. Now you have weight compressing down in the joints. Moves over when your body is aligned. So let's wrap it up. Your deadlift sucks because you're not aware of your body position. That's why you hurt yourself. That's why you're not happy with your posture. And if you aren't happy with where you are, you're here to learn. Well, you've just learned to improve the positioning of 3 very important areas of your body. You've learned to move those into alignment and to start applying those to the deadlift, which is going to increase whatever muscle you're improving. It's going to be easier for you to activate in this position, at least most of the main muscles that drive the deadlift. For those of you who have pain, no wait for you.
You're
not ready yet.
405.
Yeah, you're not ready yet. You must do these with a stick. You must learn how to do this stuff on the ground. It is an absolute process for you to improve, but you can. And you must be able to deadlift to live your best active life, period. You must. So if anyone's ever told you, oh, don't deadlift or squat because it hurts your back, basically they're saying is, okay, well, you don't have to do those things, but you also can't live because every sport, everything requires movement of you being able to bend, to lift, to get your shoes, to tie this stuff. So that's a movement of life. It's a necessary movement of life. And you must strive to find that balanced position and train your body in that balanced position, and you will rise above as a result. And for those of you guys that do not know us, I'm Dr. Mike, this is Andrew.
Hi.
We're the founders of MoveU, MoveU. You can check it out, MoveU.com. We have our Instagram page, is probably our #1 page where people check into. That's MoveU or _MoveU _official. It's a U like university. We have an amazing program as well that we've created to help people strengthen their body into alignment, to fix their shit, and to get back to living life the way they love. We have thousands of members from, I think, over 90 or 100 countries right now. And people, regardless of their conditions, their diagnosis, their past, are all making improvements and are getting back to doing what they love. They're saying yes to more things. And so you can learn more about that on MoveU.com. Okay, that's your ultimate roadmap to get you from where you are back to the active life that you love. And we got a podcast as well. And I want to thank Criticalbench for having us here and for making the drive up here. These guys are awesome. An unbelievable resource database of fitness, education, health, wellness. It's an empowering company that's helping you take control of your health and move your body to the place, to the life you want to live. So we thank them for this opportunity. Hopefully you guys love the video.
Thanks, guys.
You did great, Andrew.
I did amazing. This is different. We're used to 1-minute videos.
Yeah, it's YouTube. Cool.